All right. Hello, hello, hello. So I just did a little intro, but I'm going to go over it again just with some oils and things that you can use, suggested oils that you can use for tonight's ceremony. So lavender is going to be fantastic. It's great and associated with the serpent, right? Also, ylang ylang is all about balancing the masculine and feminine. It's all about also it's an aphrodisiac, so it heightens the sexual desires and awareness. You can use frankincense, which is grounding and also very expansive as well. Any kind of like cedar wood, myrrh, any kind of the earthy oils are going to be really great for this as well. And we have to remember that oils are so sacred and they've been used for thousands of years for healing and many other things. And so when we're working with the deities and working with the goddess, we treat ourselves as that. We treat ourselves as the temple that we are. And so when we can apply the oils or diffuse them, it helps us really fast actually get into a really centered and grounded space, as well as it's just an extra way to take care of ourselves. Okay. Another thing that I had mentioned is crystals that you can use. You can use lapis lazuli, which is really fantastic for third eye opening sight. And plus, it just reminds me of the sky. I mean, don't you look at this piece? Oh, it's so beautiful. Just reminds me of like the universe or like this tower, right? You can also use, like I said, carnelian's a really good one for the fire energy when we're working with Kundalini. But really, any crystal is fine. And that's just a really another way because of course crystals are connected to the earth and they hold so much information for us to continue to learn and evolve. All right. All right. So if you guys jump on, go ahead and mute yourself here. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that there's nobody in the waiting room. And then we will go ahead and get started here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to mute. Okay. All right, so I'm so happy that you guys are here. And I know a lot of you guys have taken Kundalini Reiki or you're interested in that. So welcome, welcome. And let's go ahead and get started here. There's my background. Okay. So with this, you see this beautiful background behind me. This is the Temple of Dendera, which is just west of the Nile River. And if you are new to learning about the Egyptians, Dendera is a very old temple. And it was actually stumbled upon. It was stumbled upon, and an artist like went through and found this huge temple. And something that's really interesting about Dendera is it was basically the temple that showed the world that it was older than 2,000 years old. Because in the secret passageways within Dendera, there's actually a zodiac sign. And it even had like the 13 zodiac signs. And so some of the other things that they had found through the temple really helped them to understand that, wow, civilization goes back so much farther. And another thing that I find is really interesting about this is that they also discovered that it has ties, and actually the hieroglyphics and the information that's on the walls dates all the way back to Atlantis. Of course, some people, of course, still argue that, right? But for me, I know Atlantis is real. I know Lemuria is real. I have those past life memories and soul memories of that. So if you guys totally know what I'm saying, go ahead and put me or yes in the comment. Let me know that you guys, yeah, you guys are totally, yeah, you get it. You get it. Absolutely. Yeah. And for us as a collective, our consciousness is now able to handle that information, whereas even like 500 to 1,000 years ago we weren't in that space. And so as our consciousness is evolving, we're able to our soul, our DNA is starting to open up and give us more access to this ancient information. And it also teaches
My
us
phone is.
it also teaches us how to let me mute you. Sorry, Linda, I'm going to mute you real quick. There you go. And it's really helps us to, where was I? To understand more about ourselves and understand more about the consciousness and how we're expanding. So you're here and we're talking about Kundalini, and we're going to talk about the Pleiadians and Hathor and Isis. So with the Kundalini, if you are new to Kundalini, basically that is the information. It is it's more of the feminine essence that's within us. So the serpent is coiled at the base of the spine. And when awakened, right, it starts to flow through our chakra system, which is also similar to our nervous system. So it actually will do a pattern in and out of each chakra. Okay. And when it gets to the top of the head, you can think of it like the serpent's mouth opening up and it's receiving. That's okay. That's okay, Linda. It's all right. So it's receiving the information from the divine, right? And so it's a really beautiful feminine practice, right? To It gets us into this place of rest. And if we think about the feminine energy, and it's like space, right? When we think about space, it is that feminine energy, and what's within that space is the power of dissolution and the power of creation. And so tonight my purpose is to help us dissolve anything that's no longer serving us so we can create what we want. You know, we're moving in, it's 12/12 today, we're moving into the winter solstice, and then we have the new year coming up. So this my intention is to really help you guys clear away whatever else is in there that's ready to be cleared, and then we're going to step into that creatrix energy, because that's what we're here for, right? We're here to explore ourselves, we're here to express ourselves, we're here to create, we're here to have relations with other people and start to learn from other people as our mirrors. Okay. So again, the Kundalini is at the base of the spine. If we think about Kundalini, what that means is wisdom. And when we start to talk about Hathor, she is basically the mother of civilization. She goes by at least 12 different faces. And the main ones that we're going to talk about today is the mother of civilization. She's the sky goddess. She's also depicted as a sacred cow. And her tie to the Kundalini is that serpent priestess energy. So if you think about the Milky Way, right? If you were to see the Milky Way in the sky, it is the sky serpent, right? If you look at it, it's like the milk and honey. And so she is known to be that energy that came down from the Milky Way and really started civilization. And it wasn't, it was the full face of the mother. If you can see in some of these pillars behind me, she's one of the only goddesses that was shown full faced, right? Even Isis, most of them is profile, right? And so the full face is reminding us of all of who we are. It's our wholeness, our shadows and the light, right? It's all of it together. So she's really kind of anchoring in this Kundalini energy, that's feminine energy, but also the masculine. So she's here with us in that. Ways that you can honor her are going to be like gold and white. You can use essential oils like rose oil, and just really, and some, like for me, when I started working with Hathor, I don't eat red meat anymore because it's cow. And so that's not because of dietary, like that's just because that's what my soul guided me to do. So I no longer eat red meat, and that is my way of kind of giving back and also honoring myself and honoring Hathor in that way. It's kind of funny how that came in. I won't tell you the whole story, but so anyway, yeah, so she's also known as the goddess of sacred music and sound, and also the wealth goddess, because when we think about it, how many of us here are running our own businesses and we are starting to find this wealth consciousness? We're working through the shadows that we have around money, the limitations that we have around money. We're starting to understand like there's a new way to grow wealth and understand that it's all within us. So she really brings that consciousness forward the more you work with her. Okay. And then we're also working with Isis. And so Isis is really about magic and really creating. For me, she really helped me to get back into my body. She really helped me to understand the earth magic, the power and the connection to the earth. So Isis is going to be with us to ground us today. Hathor is going to be with us to kind of bring us to the stars today. And then the Pleiadian energy is going to be with us as well to kind of anchor it all in. And if you guys know how I work, I kind of have an idea of what's going to happen tonight, but as a channel, I never 100% know. It's really dependent on who shows up and what we all need in this sacred space. Okay. Let me just go over my notes and make sure I didn't forget anything. So So yeah, so the serpent again is a symbol of the wisdom keepers. It's also connected to our nervous system, and it helps us to do a lot of different things. It actually is life force energy, which is the same as sexual energy. So we can learn to harness our sexual energy to manifest, to create, to really discover what your desires are, as well as expanding our consciousness and our awareness and our understanding of the whole like universe. I mean, fractions of the universe. It helps us to expand and just have a bigger awareness of that. So we're going to be working a little bit with that. And you just might just really throughout this whole video, just really think about your body, feel into your body, just make note of what sensations you're having. You might not feel anything, right? And then like 2 days later, you feel something. Or you might have like buzzing or ringing, or you might feel really hot. A lot of people that are working with Kundalini will get really warm as the fiery energy starts to rise within. So just make note of that. Always honor your body. Keep some water next to you if you need to, and we'll just kind of play and see how that goes. Okay, are there any questions so far? You guys can drop them in the chat box if you have any questions about Kundalini, about the goddesses. You guys good? Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to go into meditation, and we will see what else wants to come forward. So I want you guys to get comfortable. Okay. And begin by just kind of rolling the shoulders up and down a couple times, just rolling them around here, just really kind of getting into the body, feeling your body. Okay. And then you're going to begin closing your eyes. Let's start with taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Do that again, a beautiful breath in. Good. We're going to start by just sensing our body, kind of scanning through the body here. So maybe bringing your awareness to the top of the head, to the crown chakra. Breathing into the crown chakra. And as you exhale, imagine this beautiful energy that's just kind of floating down like sweet nectar, coming down the ears, down the third eye. This beautiful healing energy coming down the head. Take another deep breath in. Bringing that energy to the throat chakra, the back of the neck. Take another breath here. And just imagine this beautiful liquid healing energy going down your shoulders and your arms, your hands, dripping off your fingertips into the earth. Take another breath. And then bring your awareness back to your heart, the chest, the upper back. Imagine your heart chakra, emerald green and pink. Imagine it swirling with this beautiful liquid golden energy, this healing divine energy. Breathing into the heart chakra. And then you're going to send that energy down the sides of your body into the solar plexus in the back. Sending that energy now a little bit lower into the sacral chakra and the lower back. Breathing into that beautiful sacral chakra. And then sending that liquid like honey down into the root chakra. Siala moya karya sono kuriala mia sono aya karya siya sono. And I just want you to say hello to the Kundalini, the Shakti essence that's within all humans. Go ahead and say hello to yours, making that connection. Good, and maybe feeling The serpent slowly starting to spin, just very gracefully, the perfect pace for you. Good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to imagine your grounding cords. So you have an electric and a magnetic. The electric cord is straight and it's masculine. And the magnetic cord is, imagine it like a serpent going down the straight tube. And just imagine your grounding cords now going through the root chakra, down the legs, out the feet chakras, all the way into the earth. Imagine your grounding cords going through the earth star chakra, down through the inner realms of the earth. Just imagine your grounding cords going deeper and deeper and deeper in through all the layers of rock and gravel and through the bedrock. The grounding cords are going deeper and deeper past the sacred waterways of the inner earth, going past all the crystalline caves, coming all the way down, down, down to the center of the earth, to the heart of Gaia. And I want you to imagine wrapping those grounding cords around the heart, the crystalline core, grounding your energy here. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath. Just honoring Gaia for her support and her connection, feeling that nurturing energy. It's almost like a warm blanket being wrapped around you. So much love, so much patience, so much nurturing energy for each one of us. She holds you close to her heart, and she whispers in your ear, Soro Korea Salania Somoaya Karia Sana Ala Akoria Sichia So. She welcomes you into this experience. Take a nice deep breath here and just feel the energies of Mother Earth running through your body as your grounding cords are connected to her, feeling calm and centered and grounded. Now bringing your awareness back to your heart, feeling the space around your heart, allowing your heart to grow, feeling the space around your body, feeling the space around the room that you're in, feeling the space around the building that you're in. Now feeling the space outside of the city that you're in, the state, the country. Feeling your energy expanding around the earth. Feeling the love that you have for the planet and for all beings everywhere. Feel the space around the earth. Feel the love that is here. And from here, we're calling in the beautiful, loving, vibrational energies of the goddess Hathor. We are aligning with the highest energy of divine love. We're connecting with the goddess Isis. And we are connecting with her with the intentions of the highest energy of divine love and wisdom. And we invite the seven sisters of the Pleiadian constellation to be with us now in unconditional love and light and for the highest good of all beings everywhere. And as we invoke these beautiful energies, they surround our sacred circle. And if there is anyone else that you want to work with and call in at this time, go ahead and do so. Call in your sacred team, your spiritual guidance team, your ancestors, your loved ones, those beings who are here in unconditional love to help you on your path. Invite them into your sacred space. Bringing your awareness one more time to your heart, imagining a beautiful Merkaba, the star tetrahedron, and it's expanded all around you. Feel it growing with love, knowing that this is your living light body. This is your energy field. I want you to think of what makes you so happy, what brings you joy and bliss, and I want you to fill your Merkaba with that love, with the love of self, with the love of divine, with the love of life. Solo Korea Lania Salania Korea Sipuaya. Alanoa mia sono Korea Sitia Salania Kuopia Sialana. Beautiful. Filling that Merkaba with so much love, breathing in and out. We're going to travel now as a group, but all of us in our individual sacred space. We're going to travel through the dimensions to the temple of Dendera in Egypt. We're choosing to align with the highest frequency of divine love. As we travel to Dendera, west of the Nile, you're going to land with your feet on the sand. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You can feel the sand squishing between the toes. You can smell the sweet rose drifting through the air, the blue lotus. Breeze is coming through. And you see the beautiful temple in front of you. Start making your way slowly to the temple, step by step. Your heart is expanded. You are completely surrounded with love and protection, compassion, and grace. As you walk closer and closer, you see the 4 large pillars on the outside of the square building. You're going to step through the doorway, and as you do, you feel the energy shift. You get an etheric cleansing of the auric field, the chakras and meridians as you step through this beautiful portal way into the temple of the goddess. Many of you will have a deep remembering, a knowing. As you walk through these 12 large, massive pillars coming from the earth to the sky, walking down this hallway, as you look below your feet, you can see this beautiful energy streaming. It's almost like you're walking on a glass floor and you can see the beautiful Kundalini, the serpent of light, of the earth, of Gaia, under your feet. And then as you look above, you can see the Milky Way is exactly lined up to this temple, to the sacred site. And as we come towards the end, there will be a large wall. And I'm seeing hieroglyphics all over the wall, shapes and symbols. Your soul, your higher self, is going to intuitively know where to go. So I want you to trust in your higher self and go to that hieroglyphic, go to that shape, that pattern, that area within the temple that you are being called to. Placing your hands on the walls and receiving the ancient wisdom of this space. Ala no koria si ala moya karia sono chia si karia la. Somoya karia la moya karia sono aya. Take a moment here, take some time here and feel this energy. And even if you can't feel it or see it, just trust that it is there. The light codes are starting to come through your fingertips and your hands, running up your arms and into your heart chakra, allowing your heart to expand even more. Take a breath here. Expand that heart, open the chest, open the shoulders, sit up taller. Feel that love that's radiating through you. Now you'll notice a large circle of the 13th zodiac signs. And in front of this circle, the goddess Hathor, the goddess Isis, and the 7 Pleiadian sisters stand around this beautiful circle. They invite you into the circle. And as you step into the center of this huge spiral of the 13th zodiac signs, you remember your alignment. You remember your soul's journey to get here. It's almost like it's swirling around you, memories, information, healing, love, wisdom. They all open their heart centers now, creating a sacred and safe circle for you to continue to explore your own soul in alignment with your higher self. One of the Pleiadian sisters steps forward now with a message or a gift for you. Take the time to be with this energy, to receive this guidance, this gift, this information, knowing that even if you can't quite grasp it now, it will unlock exactly when it needs to, in divine timing and with divine purpose. Make note of what this gift is. And don't forget, you can always ask questions, always be curious. What does this message mean for you? What does this gift mean for you? What is your connection to the Pleiades? What is your connection to these Beautiful goddesses. Don't try to overthink it. Just allow the energy to flow. Beautiful. Now Isis is stepping forward and she's asking you to release. She's asking you to release anything that is ready to be dissolved. The baggage that is no longer yours to carry. What you no longer want to carry through this portal. What are you ready to release? What patterns? What habits? Maybe it's relationships. I want you to surrender it to the goddess. Give it to her, into her hands. And she sends it back into the earth to be recycled for the highest and best good of all beings everywhere. And if there's more, go ahead and take some more time and release, let go, breathe through it. Allow your emotional body to come up if it needs to, if you need to feel, if you need to express, if you need to make noise to release, to let it go. Release it into the hands of Isis. She releases it back to Gaia. Aria sono kuria si selania kuria pia sono alania ku sia sono kuria pa lana kuria si chia sala sono aya kuchia salamo aya lania kuria si chia so aya kuria lamia so. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just make some noise out of the mouth. Letting it go. And the beautiful goddess Hathor steps forward. And she's asking you what it is that you want to call in. What is it that you want to connect with, to manifest, to create, to birth anew? She has this beautiful violet and blue and green light sphere. She's asking you to blow all those desires, those wishes, those manifestations into this sphere of light with your breath of life, your creative power. Breathe it into this sphere. What is it that your heart desires? It could be anything, a new car, travel, to know yourself, to understand more of your path, of your journey, whatever it is. Blow it into this sphere, seeing it unfold in front of you, feeling it, knowing it to be so. Then she takes that sphere and she brings it up over your 12th chakra, the Christed consciousness chakra. And she slowly inserts it into your pranic tube, down through all the chakras, all the way down into the soul star, into the beautiful crown chakra, and into your physical being, placing it deeply into the heart. And then she's slowly moving it down into the sacral chakra, into your womb space. So it may be cultivated. I feel like it's churning within you. That desire, that creative force within the womb. Take a breath and feel it, know it, sense it. And slowly she brings that energy back up into your heart, anchoring it into your heart. And then she opens the channelway of your throat chakra, and this is where you express your creativity, your desires, opening up that throat can be hard for many of us. But know that it is our time to stand in our truth, to stand in our power, to reclaim our voices, to make and be the radical change that this earth needs. Each one of you is a key. Each one of you has the power to create life. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget why you've come. And she takes that beautiful sphere of light and she brings it back into the heart. She places it into your heart for sacred keeping, knowing that it's there and that you're fueling your manifestations with your intentions, with your love, with your desires. Take another breath here. And as you're in this beautiful sacred circle, the spiral of light swirls around you. Isis is on one side, Hathor on the other, and the Pleiadian sisters are all standing around you. And this is where we're going to start to unite the energies to make manifestation possible. I want you to perceive your own masculine energy standing in front of you. I want you to perceive your own feminine energy standing in front of you. Imagine what do these energies feel like for you? Are they communicating? Are they separate? Are they angry? Are they dancing? What are your masculine and feminine energies? What is the relationship? What are they doing right now? See it, know it, feel it. And now having the conversation with them to bring them together, to bring harmony. Ask your masculine energy, what do you need to be seen? What do you need to be heard? Make note of what comes forward for you. And then you turn to your feminine energy and you ask, what is it that you need to be seen? What is it that you need to be heard? Make note of anything that comes up. And then, if you're ready, and only if you're ready, You're going to ask your energies to dance. You're going to ask your masculine and feminine energies to move together in harmony, in love. See them dancing, see them swaying, see them twirling. Allah sono kuriasi chia sono Allah kariapu apu ya kariasi karia son apu kachia salania kuriasi salane kuriu apo sana kriya lia kachia sono. Feel those energies. And then I want you to invite them back into your body, harmonized together, working together. Feeling them settling in at the base of your spine. Slowly bringing your awareness to that root chakra, to where your Kundalini lies. And I want you to imagine two serpents coming out of that chakra, representing the masculine and feminine within you. Breathing them up out of that chakra into the sacral. Out of the sacral and into the solar plexus. Out of the solar plexus and into the heart. Out of the heart and into the throat. Out of the throat and into the third eye. Out of the third eye, and the serpent's mouth opens at the top of the head, at the crown chakra. The 10,000 petaled lotus opens. And the serpent of the sky, through the Milky Way, pours its sweetness, the ambrosia, into your crown chakra. And is slowly going into your pituitary and pineal gland, into your hypothalamus, into the Alta Major chakra. And it's going into your spinal column, running down through each chakra of the spine, through each little space in between the vertebrae, all the way down, down, down. Back into the root chakra. And then the spiral that you're standing on, in the center it opens, and the serpent of light from the earth, the Kundalini of the earth, slowly comes up your feet into your root chakra. And then it slowly moves up the pathway of your spine, inch by inch, at the perfect pace for you, opening up your ascending channel, breathing it all the way up to the crown chakra. Now these energies are going to flow in and out of you, up and down, the ascending and descending, clearing out your channel of anything that's no longer needed, going through each of the nodules, each of the chakras, each of the vertebrae, through every single space within the spine, clearing, harmonizing. Breathe into your body as you're allowing this energy to flow. The goddesses stand on either side of you, and they are pouring, it's like gold glitter, straight from the beautiful sun, the central sun, the great central sun. energy of your 12th chakra activating, raining down on you. Aliaso apoya kariasi isa kwariala niaso alanu kuya kariasi chia somoya alano kuriasi sono ala. Allow that energy to flow through you all the way down into your feet and into the earth. Your Kundalini coming back into the root chakra at the perfect pace with ease and grace. And the beautiful Pleiadians are dancing around you, ecstatic dance, reminding you of the power of movement, the power of sound, to activate, to clear, to transmute. Imagine yourself dancing with them, or even now in your physical body, maybe you want to move, maybe you want to kind of move the arms or move the fingers or just kind of swirl around a little bit here. If that feels good for you, go ahead and add some movement into your body, feeling the powers of the sacred sisterhood, their ancient wisdom and protection. They're here for each one of you in your own unique way. Aria sono kuriasi sia salania ko aya kariasia lania so aya karia lania sona kariasi tiasa. And from here, those beautiful seven sisters are going to anoint you with blue lotus oil in the third eye, the palms, your heart chakra, and your feet. And I'm just going to give you some space here. If there's any more information that your soul is ready to receive, receive it now in grace, in love. Allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel, see what you need to see, know what you need to know, hear what you need to hear, smell what you need to smell, taste what you need to taste. Allow all of your senses to be opened and aware and activated at this time. And slowly, they stop dancing. And find a centered space within you. And they all bow to you, honoring you, honoring your strength, honoring your courage, honoring your heart and your mind. And slowly we open up the sacred circle. We step out of the spiral, back onto the pathway with the large pillars And you slowly start to make your way back to the entrance, back down the stairs, onto the sand. And you turn around one more time to see this beautiful building, and you send your love and your gratitude for the memories, for the attunements, for the information, for the love. You slowly start making your way back, feeling the sand under your feet, acknowledging and noticing your Merkaba around you, breathing heart energy into this Merkaba. Love, joy, passion, wonder, bliss, filling this beautiful Merkaba around you with all those beautiful energies. You slowly start making your way back, coming back into the earth, the country you're in, feeling the space around that, bringing yourself and feeling the space around the city that you're in, feeling the space around the building that you're in, feeling the space around the room that you're in, and seeing yourself and feeling the space around you, your body, bringing it back into your heart, feeling the space around your heart. Take a nice deep breath here. Slowly becoming aware of the noises around you. Bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Begin to wiggle your toes. Begin to wiggle your fingers. Move your body. Placing one hand over your heart center and repeating after me, my energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. Take a nice deep breath here. Taking a moment. Coming back to getting a drink of water, maybe jotting down anything that came forward for you. We're just working with the microcosm and the macrocosm, right? We're working at expanding and retracting. So there's a lot of energy that probably came forward for you. So just take a moment here, write down what you need to. And then if anybody wants to, you guys can type in the chat box anything that you had questions about or that you experienced that you want to talk about. And while you guys are doing that, I also want to invite you guys to my upcoming course that I'm going to be offering. So tonight is just a small portion of the work that we'll be doing together in my Everyday Divinity course. It's a 6-month container where we will be journeying every single week. There will be tons of healing, womb healings, learning about the Akashic records. We're going to be learning about the different faces of the goddesses. And it's a really a place where we can grow and we can learn to share our truth and activate our throats, sharing our voice, activating our womb and our creative centers, activating our hearts. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful journey where we're going to travel through all of these different aspects of ourselves to release self doubt and to release shame, to release the feminine wounding that many of us still hold on to from this life and past lives. And so I want to invite you guys that are on this call. I have 2 50% off discounts. So if you're interested, I'm offering 2 scholarships for 50% off. And I will post in the group in the event as well as some more information about that. So if you guys are interested, this is literally me sharing my medicine with you guys and teaching you more of the embodiment practices to fully integrate who we are and to, unveil all of the layers. So again, if this interests you, definitely reach out and I would love to have a conversation and see, how this feels for you. Okay. Yeah, thank you.